seems to be on his way to Tottenham Hotspur, and Newcastle eye Anthony ELANGA from Northern Forest. Arsenal officially announced Zubamendi, and also Arsenal finally resolve their striking issues. Man United have put 5 players on extended leave. Where does that leave Man United this season? We welcome, and obviously, before we welcome you, the biggest sad news that I've hit our football world this week. The passing of Diego and Andre. Our hearts are with the family. We all know, like this whole experience just showed me that life is just it's happening. It's happening. Like just a few months back, 2 months back, I think to this date, or 2 months back, 3 months back, he just won the league title. Last month he just won the UEFA Nations League with his nation. Before his tragic death, 7 8 days, he just married his 13-year-old 13 years girlfriend. He leaves behind his 3 kids, obviously. Also it's devastating for the parents as well. They've just lost two of their sons. Jota's family, he leaves behind the wife, he leaves behind the three kids with the wife as well. So yeah, we just say condolences to the family, man. And at the soccer huddle, we through these tough times, we are with you in prayer. And obviously, as I'm recording this, the funeral just happened over the weekend. So strength to you, the family of Diego and Andre, and we hope you find strength and peace. Um and Mudimu ali etseng hantle, and Mudimu ali keeping in high spirits. And it is not easy. It is not easy. Trust me, I know. I've also lost loved ones, and it is not easy. But as they say, time is a great healer of pain. So yeah, just a moment of silence, just to say to our brothers, rest in peace. So yeah, as I said, life, the thing that say constant in life is change. And a lot of people papalago apprehend the fact that life happens and lives move on. And I think it's the same as losing a job. I'm not comparing the two, but like losing a job, losing a girlfriend, or um, um being in an accident, being alive, is that life moves on. And for the Diogo and Andreas family, it will seem like time has hit into 2 times slow mo. Slow. It will move so slow. But also, I just want to say, life is precious. Live life to the fullest, but live life not recklessly. Let's respect life, and let's live life responsibly, because I think a lot of youth these days, they live life with that we only live once, and they live recklessly. And your actions have consequences, and not only for you, but the people that you might leave behind, the people that are surrounding you as well. Like when we go out there and living our life, just think about that for that split moment when you decide to do something recklessly. Think about the consequences. Think about the people that care about you and love you, and how it's gonna affect them, your actions. All right, let's move on to football news. Yeah, Arsenal finally officially announced the signing of Martin Zubimendi. I think we saw last week, obviously, Partey left Arsenal, and after leaving Arsenal, actually, I forgot to mention this in the intro, but after leaving Arsenal, there's been 5 counts of rape charges laid against him. So, yeah, the state of England, or I don't know what they call them, the SAPCA of England, have filed 5, or someone has filed 5 charges against Thomas Partey of rape. So yeah, we'll see how that one turns out. We'll see. But I think if you are in the world of football, we all knew this from far back. I think Arsenal tried so much to protect him, tried so much to just they said this thing out of the media. And I remember when Anthony and Greenwood were facing those charges as well. their party was there, hovering over, and Arsenal tried their best to try and hide it. And it's just coincidentally that when he leaves and everything just comes out in the open. So we'll see what that we leave that in the hands of the law. We are not there to speak about and speculate about what the outcomes of the law, but we're here to speak about football. So Martin Zubimendi comes in and slots in the midfield of Arsenal Football Club, trying to fill that hole at Tabelori Shilike Martin Odegaard. We also knew, or we also heard, they've also officially announced Kepa as the backup keeper as well. Arsenal are busy. I think they're starting to get the memo. I think Liverpool, as they're now in this mourning phase, I think they will just ease up on transfers and everything else. But they've been busy. Chelsea have been busy. I think Arsenal, Manchester City have been busy. Arsenal are now catching up. Arsenal are also rumored to be in talks with EZE from Crystal Palace. They want to bring the winger to Crystal Palace. So they're busy. It's EZE, and also they've been linked with Madueke from Chelsea. Hey, what is Arteta trying to cook for the Emirates? Obviously, as I said, the striker problem has finally been resolved. Or as we hear, according to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal are close to signing Victor Gyökeres with the player, and Arsenal have met and they've agreed on personal terms, a 5-year deal. Now it is up to the two clubs to find a suitable amount or a suitable transfer fee for Gyökeres. And as we said, as we had in the past, the sporting director, is it the director or is it the CEO, whoever it is at Sporting, has said it publicly already. Mina, azanga ka utlwana. There's no gentleman's agreement that we've said. So I think Arsenal, yes, they are close to signing it. They've agreed with the player. Now the big test is to agree with Sporting as well. I think the reason also why they go to the Delia Sesco as well is because of Lisbon were looking for 150 million for Sesco, so they were like, and it was Sesco's agent and him as well, also looking for a huge payout. And Arsenal was and easy. So they're moving over to Gyökeres. So they're close to signing Gyökeres. Personal deals have been agreed. Now it's up to Arsenal and the club. Can they get this finally over the line? Can they get this finally over the line? Only time will tell. But they're very close. I think the deal's about 80% done. It's just for them and Sporting to agree a fee on the player. And sorry. And it should be done. So now where does that leave my favorite team? My favorite team or my team? Where does them leave them? Watkins has been mentioned in the rumor mill. Calvin Lewin has been mentioned. Osimhen has come back as well. Mateta as well. So Man United, they're in panic mode now because we're waiting for Gyökeres to make his decision. And I think if you were a well-run team, you should have had options lined up for Gyökeres when he chooses Arsenal. You can just slot in and say, okay, it's fine. You chose Narasa because I don't think we've done that. We've only been linked with these players because now Gyökeres has left. We just Watkins from Villa, and also we just learned. I think Villa, Chelsea, Barcelona, and what other team? There's one last team. I'll remember it. Someone in the chat will remember. They've been charged by UEFA for breaching the FFP rules, financial fair play rules. So Aston Villa are willing to sell, as we've heard in the past. Martinez as well as the keeper has been linked to Man United. Watkins as well. Calvin Lewin is a free agent, so or you know how Man United and Chiefs they run with free agents like this. So what's next for my team, man? And we've just recently also Ruben Amorim has kicked out 5 first team players to say, guys, you know what? Little disturb my momentum. I don't need your negative energy. So Marcus Rashford, Anthony Garnacho, Sancho, and Terran Malacia have been told to take an extended leave because they're not in the manager's plans for this season or for Yakope. So they've been told, don't come back yet to training. Go look for moves elsewhere. The number 10 has been taken up from Marcus to be given to Matthews Cunha. Cunha is now the new Man United number 10. So, like, I was excited as a Man United fan to see finally the team taking things seriously, because in the past you've never had this. In the past, Man United will never tell players or go find teams as well. Otherwise, but about then we go for the tour and then they go sign T-shirts and they come back and they tell the manager maybe they've changed, try them. So this is the first time in years. I think the last person to do this was Mourinho with Bastian Schweinsteiger to say to him, Nakonya, go play with the kids. And he was like, he was not like this once here. He was like humble, Nasa Alwale Mourinho. He understood what the manager said. He was a professional. He understood. He never hold a grudge against it. But this 5, maybe I don't know about Malaysia. I haven't heard anything. Antonio, but Sancho, Garnacho, Rashford, we've all on the street of X. We've seen what happened. Aston Villa. Aston Villa, he said, welcome to freedom. He Tirle Mandela, the freedom fighter here. So, as I said, what's next for Man United? What's going to happen now? The Mbomo deal is still not yet to be concluded. We've only signed Cunha. Leon was Leon. Diogo Leon has just joined now. We wonder what's next for Roman. You've number 15th. Your rivals, the top 4, I'm making dangerous and improvements to their squads. Whereas now you're still fighting Le Brentford for Mbemo. So we'll see what happens there. I don't know what's next for Man United. You know what? For this season, I'm scared what's going to happen. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe we won't have so high expectations of Amorim, and then we'll see. Maybe surprise, but I am not happy with that transfer market activity. But it's still young. The night is still young, so we'll see. Mohamed Kudus has chosen Tottenham as his destination, and I think I've mentioned this before. But now he has been he's chosen Tottenham. And Thomas Frank have sat down and have spoken, and he's accepted that, okay, this is my next challenge for the league. So now it's up to also the same for the 2 teams to agree a fee for Kudus. Speaking of top 4 contenders or top 4 teams, Newcastle have signed. We know they've agreed personal terms as well with James Trafford. Their Leeds goalkeeper has agreed to go to St. James's Park. And Newcastle as well, ELANGA, formerly Man United player, so they're also strengthening their team. So teams are strengthening their teams. Teams that were better than my team are strengthening already this is in the transfer market. But what are we doing? What are we doing, Man United? Next. So Rodriguez's world future will be decided after the Club World Cup, with Arsenal, Bayern Munich looking for the signature of the Brazilian maestro winger. I don't know where will he land, because I thought Arsenal but now we hear Arsenal. You never know. Chelsea also, they're there in the news. They Chelsea are always there. So according to rumors, Chelsea have it that the Banyagan, who's that boy? Arsenal? Is it Noirelli or Noirelli? If I'm butchering the name, I am sorry. The Yaksa Noirelli Bamunyaka. They're also in talks with Garnacho, Isofeli. Gittins is they good. Chelsea was signed. Chelsea are busy in the transfer market. So yeah, let me know which ones have the biggest one. Nico Williams has just said to Barcelona, guys, Lena Matakalawi Tabisha. I signed a new 10-year deal. 10-year deal, guys. You know the way football moves these days. 10-year deal, guys. What happens if he gets an injury of a lifetime? What happens if he gets banned like Modric last time? We never know. We'll never know. We'll see. Jonathan David has joined Juventus as a free agent, but meets the cold man. The cold man. So yeah, we'll see. Let us know what you think as well in the comment section. Arsenal are busy in the market. Can Man United do something to revive this season, as now Rebona, can Chelsea's house power already they've been secured? Can they secure them top 4? And will Arsenal, Manchester City keep their place as well in the top 4 of this season? And again, lastly, before we leave, condolences to Diego and Andre Silva's family. Our hearts, our prayers are with you guys. Yeah. Rest in peace.
Take us to victory, and when He'll cut inside and stop from LSC. He's a lad from Portugal, better than Figo, don't you